So it's August 19th, Friday morning. It's a little after 8:30 and starting a 2.5 day PemiLoop hike. So starting at the Lincoln Woods trailhead and up Franconian Ridge and then back across to the Bonds. And we'll be taking some pics along the way and hope to have a good time. So it's 10 o'clock. I've seen one family camping by the creek below the Osseo Trail in the ravine, and then just past a woman taking a break at the beginning of the switchbacks, which is where I'm at now. So a little over 3 miles in. So far it's just steady uphill wooded climb. After the switchbacks, we go a little further and we'll hit the stairs. After the stairs, the ridge line, which should be about 5.5 miles. Hoping to be there around 11. So it's 10:40, and based on the blue skies poking through the trees, should be finishing up the switchbacks and getting to the first overlook, which should be at the base of the stairs. The trail continues to be just a steady uphill, a few steep sections with rocks. Really just a steady climb. And another person hiking the way out. He did an overnight, came in, did some camping around 13 Falls, came up, did the ridgeline today, and he's hiking out. It's just an older gentleman with his schnauzer. It's pretty funny. He turned the corner, and up at the next corner of the trail you see a little gray schnauzer head poking out, checking you out. But no wild schnauzers out here. Hello. So it's 1 o'clock, just did Flume and Lincoln, had lunch at Flume. Not too many people up here. No, not nearly like a summer weekend. Looking across, we saw Kinsman Canyon, nice clear day. Nice view of the Pemigewasett and Owl's head nestled down in the middle. Saturday, day 2, and just climbed up Mount Garfield. In the background is Lincoln Ridge, and you probably can't make it out. All is Garfield Lake or Pond, and camped there last night with probably at least a half dozen AT through hikers on the headed northbound. Saw a good mix of southbounders, northbounders. Not too bad on Franconia Ridge yesterday. Would have been a lot more crowded if it was today, so that was nice. Although it was definitely a long hike today. Really the first water was Garfield Pond, so that made the kind of the maximum mileage I was anticipating. So no water before that once you head up on the ridge. Heat wasn't too bad. Did end up giving one guy, Neil from Maine, my bottle of Gatorade because he was sitting on the side of the trail with cramps and only had water. So hopefully that took care of him. But beautiful morning. And see yesterday's ridge line. Owl's Head right there in the middle. And then hiking the ridge line to the left. Today, hopefully drop down into down by the Pemigewasett River and camp there for a short hike up the top. So this is the rest of the view from the summit of Garfield. Losing all this elevation and hiking all the way back down. Today, and then the ridge line all the way across now. Let me get ahead of you. And swing ahead of you. Morning.
Morning.
How you doing?
Good. Yourself?
Good.
Thank you.
So where are you headed today?
We're gonna go on the ridge to Liberty Springs.
Uh-huh.
So we're just doing a 2-day weekend trip. So
Doing the loop or?
yeah, we started at the Lincoln.
Right, I'm doing it clockwise.
Okay, yeah, we're just doing the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we spent the night at the Garfield Ridge campsite's really nice. It was packed though. It was nice. So
Yeah, stayed at the Garfield Lake or whatever there. There's about maybe half dozen northbounders camped out there, and,
yeah.
but definitely yesterday's day to be on the ridge. Wasn't too crowded.
Yeah, today I know it's gonna be crowded.
Be a zoo.
We've done the ridge, just the ridge. a bunch of times.
Hello.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Hoping to get up there early-ish.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah. But it's always a zoo. So
Yep.
I've done it in the winter, and then
I've done the winter too.
Yeah.
So I keep thinking about walking on these trails. It's like, okay, I remember this, but it's usually covered with ice. Have a good one. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Hello. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Almost there. Great views up there today. Pretty much all we'll see today will be people doing the loop or through hikers. So there's a couple southbounders who were just finishing up the whites. I was talking to one yesterday and he was making fun of the northbounders who are having to get used to the whites, where he's finishing up Maine and the whites, so he's looking forward to flat days and 20 miles per hour, and well, the northbounders are wishing they still had flat days and high mileage, but everybody's out having fun. So it's 2 o'clock. We're coming up on where the AT splits off to Zealand Hut and the Bond Cliff Trail starts. So hoping to be a good view of West Bond and the Bonds and the ridge from up here, just breaking out above tree line. Ranconian Ridge across the way. Alice head in the foreground. So coming down from Bond, heading over to Bond Cliff. That's West Bond off to the side. Try not to cause a landslide here. Coming up the final approach to Bond Cliff. There it is. Little benefit, the wild blueberries on the way up to Bond Cliff are ripe. Not too sweet, but refreshing tartness. So them down there, tiny little things. Probably can't even see them. So it's 8:30 Sunday morning, and cruising back down the Lincoln Woods Trail. Some would call it the infamous Lincoln Woods Trail. But personally, I find finishing up on a 4 or 5 mile cruise out after a long hike is a good way to finish up. I think it's better to finish the Pemi Loop this way than to start with this. This way, if you're running late or tired, it's a pretty straightforward, easy hike. But just a long green tunnel. It's 9:15. And as you can see, the green tunnel goes on and on and on. But pleasant hike. Been chatting with people going in. Talked to a guy young kid who's going up 13 Falls campsite today and then coming back out via the Twin and Bonds, and a little worried about the thunderstorms coming in tonight, and a few people heading up wondering about the water situation. So good to let them know that the upper water sources on the Bond Cliff Trail are dry, but definitely better hitting people in the morning going up there than last night when people were at 4 o'clock, 4:30, still heading up trying to get there, and didn't really seem to know where they were, how much further they had to go. So amazing, the day trippers and doing the camps and the huts, how little they know about where they are or how far they really have to go. But I'm sure they enjoy their epic adventure. And you know you're getting close to the trailhead when people are dragging coolers down the trail. It's 10 o'clock, so that's just over 2 days and 1 hour with a shorter day than stopped at 5:30 last night. But definitely a fantastic trip. Morning.
Morning. Morning.
Welcome.
And might as well have one with me in it. So this will wrap it up.